All right, my friends, watch this video and learn about suffixes in English. Full, less, fully, lessly, to form adverbs and adjectives in English coming up. Hey friends, Teacher Prix here with another lesson to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. First of all, as usual, thank you so much for joining me on another English lesson. If it's your first time here, consider subscribing because from Monday to Friday, I have many different and interesting lessons that will help you become a better and more confident English speaker, so consider subscribing, why not? Anyways, let's dive into the content because today I have a lot of information. I was going live when my computer turned off. Amazing. But now I'm here. Let's dive into the content. Suffixes in English: full, less, fully, lessly, to form adjectives and adverbs. Word formation is a subject that is really interesting to me. I really enjoy learning about word formation, prefixes, suffixes, how to form nouns, adjectives, verbs. This is a very interesting subject to me. And why do I believe that this is a very productive subject and you should consider spending some time on learning this kind of stuff? Well, you can improve your vocabulary, you can increase the number of words you know based on the words you already know. And for me, this is a much more productive way, a much better, a much more efficient way to study vocabulary and improve your vocabulary based on the words you have that you know already. So that's why I recommend you spend some time studying word formation and suffixes, prefixes, and how they help you understand words in English, okay? Maybe words that you're familiar with, but because of the prefix or the suffix, they may have a different meaning, okay? Now, after the lesson is over, I will share the slides of this lesson. All the explanations in the slides of this lesson will be shared on my Telegram. I did this yesterday for yesterday's lesson. So if you want to join the Telegram, it's very simple. In the descriptions, there is a link where you have to register your email. After you do that, it's free, okay? After you do that, you will receive my ebook. A free ebook, very nice by the way, and a link to join the Telegram where every day, well not every day, but every week I send materials now. I'll be sending the slides of some of the lessons that I post for you guys here on YouTube, okay? On YouTube. So make sure to check that out. I think this will be something extra for you so that you can study. Maybe you can print them out and take notes. Not right now, but later. I think this will be very helpful for some people who enjoy writing, take notes, and reading stuff, okay? Now, what are suffixes? Quick review. Suffixes are word endings, the way the word ends. Okay, we have some specific combinations of suffixes, and depending on the combination, depending on what word we are complementing, this word could become a noun or a verb or an adjective or an adverb. So this is a complement that you will insert at the end of the word, okay? So it's part of the word at the end, okay? And it will transform this word into something else. Okay, each suffix will express a different idea. That's why it's interesting to study them because they will have different ideas. So once you learn, okay, tonight I'm gonna show you the suffix full, less, fully, and lessly. So once you understand these guys, every time you see them in words, you will remember what they are. So it's easier to identify, to have a better idea of what the words mean, okay? So for example, when I was preparing for the proficient Cambridge examination, it was an exam to test your proficiency level. and I had to study a lot of word formation, and this helped me a lot, especially during the readings and the listenings, because every time I listened to a word I was not familiar with, the prefix or the suffix of that word helped me have a better idea of what the word meant. So it could be an adjective. I understood it was an adjective, or I understood it gave me a negative idea or a positive idea. So this will help you have a better idea of what the word is. You may not know the translation, but it may give you a better understanding whether that word is something negative, something positive, or if indicates the things I'm going to show you in this lesson. So this will help you improve your vocabulary based on the words you already know, okay? Because most of the base words, not all of them, it depends on your level, but there will be many base words that will come from these words, okay? So from these words, from the words that you know, okay? Moving on. So there are specific suffixes to form adjectives, to turn the base word into an adverb or into an adjective. To make this lesson short, I decided not to show other suffixes and prefixes. So tonight I'm just going to show you 4, because I could talk about this like for a long time. I could stay here for like 2-3 hours just talking about possible suffixes and prefixes. I intend to make other lessons, okay? So I will divide into adjective and adverb suffixes, okay? Now, as I told you in a future lesson, if you guys want, I can prepare more prefixes and suffixes lessons to help you better understand this world of word formation, okay? Okay, so moving on, adjectives, suffix, full, okay? Full and less. First, I'll talk more about full, but just a short introduction. Full and less, they are suffixes that will turn the words, your base words, into adjectives. Can I do this with all the adjectives? No, you cannot, okay? You have to see if it's possible, if the word formation is possible or not. So make sure to check that out, okay? According to my microphone settings, it's not. It doesn't seem like it's failing because I have things showing me here, so it's not. Anyways, usually the base words to form adjectives, they are nouns, okay? So the suffix full will give the idea of being full, of being complete, okay? Not necessarily complete, but full. Think of a glass of water. I think I have a picture of this here. Okay, so this glass with water is full. Not 100%, but it's full. The other glass of water is empty. So full will give this idea. So every time you see a suffix full in a word forming an adjective, it will give this idea of being full of something. Now remember, I'm showing you quality, so it'll be full of a certain quality. So here the glass is full of water. Now here, as I'm showing you adjectives, it's going to be full of quality, a certain quality, depends on the word, okay? So for example, color. Color is a noun, color, blue, yellow, pink, color. If I use, and it's possible for me to use the suffix full, colorful. Colorful means full of color, okay? So remember here the picture, full, empty. So it gives this idea of being full of a certain quality, okay? So basically you are saying this base form is becoming an adjective, and it shows that it's full of something, a certain quality, full of colors in this case, okay? Powerful, so power. If I use the suffix full, full of power, full, powerful, okay? Hope is when you believe something, when you have a belief in your heart or in your being that something is going to work out. So I am hopeful. I am full of hope. So every time you see the suffix full, it means you are full of something. In this case, because I'm showing you adjectives, it's full of a certain quality. Remember what an adjective is. Adjectives will describe a certain quality. They will give quality to the noun. Okay, so this is a very, well, in this case it's not true, but this is a very colorful house. It's not. My apartment is white. So it's not colorful at all. But when you think of full, it means full of a certain thing. In this case, always quality. I'm talking about adjectives here. Now, if you don't know the word full, and if this example of the glass didn't help you understand, then I recommend you go to Google and look up the translation. As I always tell you guys, I'm not 100% in favor of translation, but depending on the situation, a little translation won't kill you. So in this case, if you don't understand what full is, then you should check it out, okay? But as I showed you here, one glass has no water. So this glass is empty. The other glass has water, so that glass is full, okay? So this is the difference, just to help you understand. And empty is important because it'll help you understand the suffix less, because less will give the opposite idea of full. It gives the idea of being without a certain quality. Nope, nothing, no quantity, no quality. So if I say someone is powerful, full of power. But if I say someone is powerless, no power. This person is without power, okay? If I say someone is hopeless, hopeful, good, full of hope. Hopeless, no hope. This person has no hope, okay? So this person is hopeless, okay? If I say something is colorless, it means this thing, this object, is without color or very pale, okay? So by knowing the suffix, you will have a better understanding of what the word means. And that's my goal here, to show you that if you know the word... that if you know the word beginning, the prefix, or the word ending, the suffix, it becomes easier for you to have a better understanding of what the word is. Obviously, if possible, you will need to look up the word and see the explanation, the meaning of the word. But if you are in a situation when you cannot do that, you don't have access to a dictionary, then understanding the suffix and the prefix will help you better understand the word, okay? Or have a clue of what the word means. Now, the adverbs, okay? Now, the first part, full and less, will form adjectives, okay? Remember, adjectives describe a noun. Adverbs, on the other hand, they usually describe the verb, an action. I speak slowly. How do I speak? Slowly. Slowly is describing how I speak. So speak is a verb. I am describing this verb. I'm giving more information about this action. I speak slowly. I eat quickly. Okay? So adverbs describe actions. They don't describe adjectives. In general, they do not describe adjectives. Now, fully and lessly, they will form adverbs. Usually when you form an adverb, they come from an adjective. So slow is an adjective. Slowly is an adverb, okay? So li is a very common suffix. And usually when you see the suffix li, it's an adverb. In most cases, okay? Pretty much in every case you see, when you see the word with li, it's probably an adverb. So adverbs usually come from adjectives. Do all the adverbs end in li? No. I speak fast. Fast, in this case, can be an adverb. But fast doesn't have li, fastly. No, you don't do that. So not all adverbs will have li at the end, okay? But some of them, many of them will. So in today's lesson, I'm showing you the suffixes fully and lastly. Now, they will have a very similar idea of full and fully, okay? So here, let's take a look at more explanations. So fully means you do something, remember, action, not quality anymore. So you do something with a certain quality. Okay, so let's say successfully, full of success, with a lot of success. So I did it successfully with success. So I did something perfectly with perfection. But here I am describing an action. So I spoke successfully. So this could be a description of the way I spoke. Okay, I wanted to use the fully, but this is to help you better understand. Flawlessly. Flawlessly is a synonym of perfectly. Okay, if you play Mortal Kombat on video game, remember when you were playing Mortal Kombat? Well, for the people who enjoy playing video games, when you finished the battle and you had to, I don't know, give the last punch or the last kick in your opponent, if your victory was amazing, was perfect, you would listen, flawless victory. Come on, game players. Back me up here. Come here in the comments and let me know if you remember this. Flawless victory. Why flawless victory? Perfect. Maybe in this game, during the match, your opponent could not punch you. So you had a perfect win, a flawless win, without any flaws, without any imperfections. So flawlessly is to do something perfectly. So our new system works flawlessly. Hello? I could say works perfectly, but here I'm just showing you flawlessly just to complement the explanation. To be honest, you will see fully more common, more often than lastly. There are many adverbs with lastly, ending in lastly, but here I'm talking about non-native speakers' perspective, okay? I think it is easier for students to remember, to study and memorize fully adverbs, okay? But lastly, hey, yo, now you learned some, okay? Now, my friends, tonight's lesson was sweet and short. I could go on and on here and talk a little bit more about that. If you want to download the slides of this lesson, make sure to join my Telegram. Link in the descriptions, and I would really appreciate if you could share this lesson with your friends. This really helps the channel grow, and if possible, hit that like button, my friends. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow for another English lesson. Bye-bye!